I'm going to be euthanized in Switzerland next month. Do you have any questions? I plan to leave in the morning, so I'll answer your questions in the meantime.
Please pick up some souvenirs for me.
I will be traveling overseas from tomorrow until the day of my euthanasia, so if there is anything you want I can send it to you.
If you had a way to die with tens of thousands of people, what would you do?
I'm not interested in taking people's lives.
Why are you so easily euthanized?
You can do it if you pay for it.
If you're in Switzerland, you can do it by registering with Dignitas. I think you're supposed to put the poison into your body yourself.
You are very knowledgeable. There were several options for the method.
Switzerland is the only place where Japanese can be euthanized. Does it cost about 2 million yen?
After much research, I found that there were other countries besides Switzerland where euthanasia was possible. I chose Switzerland, the most famous country. It will cost at least 1.3 million yen US $10,000, but I will bring about 6 million yen US $50,000 including travel expenses.
I think it will be treated as an accidental death, but if it makes the news in Japan, it could become a diplomatic issue. If that happens, the Japanese consulate will have to respond.
It's not common in Japan, but euthanasia in Switzerland is rather common in Europe.
There are other cases of Japanese euthanasia in Switzerland, so I don't think it will be a problem.
I do not have any problem with euthanasia because it is in accordance with the laws of Japan and Switzerland. I am sorry if you are offended.
Oh, sorry. It's not that I'm offended. I'm rather envious. I really wish we could have euthanasia in Japan.
Thank you for all your frank opinions.
I don't see suicide as a very good thing. I don't know what to say about it, though, since you've already made your choice. What about the aftermath, including the bodies? Remember that Japanese consulates are funded by Japanese taxpayers' money.
Since it is euthanasia, not suicide, everything will be done locally, including the aftermath. We have already decided how to handle the aftermath and paid for it, so we will not use Japanese taxpayers' money.
This is an absolute lie.
Actually, I'm still alive, so there's no proof that I'm really going to die. Sorry.
Why are you dying? I'm going to go to heaven for a minute. Like that?
It wasn't anything particularly sad. My life is boring and I decided it was just the right time. I finished everything I wanted to do.
Don't you have the energy to find something interesting to do? What is your job?
My job was doing IT self-employment. I thought I looked hard for something interesting, but I didn't find it.
Did you pass the screening process to be euthanized?
It was a consultation, not a screening. The consultation was not harsh or hounding, but gentle.
Have a good euthanasia.
I hope you have a good life, as I am sure you are a wonderful person.
Have there been any offers for interviews from the media?
Not at all. If there were, I would never take it.
Did you ever consider suicide with charcoal briquettes?
If you just want to die, it is easy to commit charcoal briquette suicide, but afterwards, you will have to deal with the consequences for everyone. If a suicide is committed in a rental unit, it will cause problems for many people, including the police and landlord. It is not my intention to do so because a lot of taxpayer money will be spent.
I don't think euthanasia is a good thing.
Of course it's not normal and there are a lot of opinions out there, but I thought it was good for a lot of people to know.
There was once a documentary about a Japanese woman who was euthanized in Switzerland due to an incurable disease. She had to wait for quite a long time.
It took me 3 years, including everything else.
Did you get your affairs in order?
All done.
Did you delete any pornographic images or anything?
All PCs etc. will be destroyed tomorrow.
What are you going to do with your inheritance?
As for the majority, the distribution has been completed. If there is a surplus of the last cost, it will be donated directly to the institution.
So you're going to die soon after you go to Switzerland? Do you have any other plans? How old are you? If you're going to die anyway, why don't you go for a ride by a beautiful ocean on a motorcycle for once?
I will not go directly to Switzerland, but I will enjoy traveling abroad and go to Switzerland at the end of my trip. 35 years old. I spent half a year going around Japan by car.
How did your friends react when you told them you were going to be euthanized?
Some people cried, some were angry. But many friends respected my opinion afterwards.
There is nothing in particular I can say to you. Have a good end.
I am not feeling good about my current situation either. I think about death every day. I went through the process thinking that facing death would change my thinking, but nothing has changed in the current situation.
You die with such a light heart that you go to Korea to get plastic surgery. Well, if it's your decision, I don't blame you.
I wonder what it's like to die.
Well, but it could be a lie, so I can't say for sure, but good luck to you to the end. Please remember that euthanasia is the result of your own choice, and I hope you will have no regrets.